Same. Oh man, what a wild week 5 week. This is a wild Sunday and Monday. And it's all said down here. Well, we are here back in it another NFL week 5 here on the standings and the review on this week. And one down is I'm gonna see something here, but now so it could be a great time out there. I'm just seeing the days I've gone on for, and I'm really gonna say it, but this is all I gotta do. And and this is all I gotta say. I gotta move to new house out there. So this is a good day for me. Someone get a new upgrade for this newer camera and a newer upgraded in my new mic. So this is all said and done. Well, all these come to the ending of week 5. Not the end of a week 5, but that's not end of this game for weeks. The season still going on, and it might be a good time, and definitely when waking up. I'm be waking up all day long, and none of it's happening. Um, let's go about the standings and the reviews. I'm gonna get this review on my standings. Where I'll put it down with there so nobody knows it. So NFL standings is here. After on week 5, over 5 weeks, we gotta check all the divisions. The elimination is not yet to be cleared until week 12. So we got a double header on next Monday. Bills, Falcons, Bears, and the Commanders. Only this matchup is a double header after hours. If only because of this, no team could analyze it all more damage is good enough. If I would spend a good time here, so we're gonna kick things off with the AFC conference, and we're gonna start the AFC East. First and foremost, Buffalo Bills 4-1. How far the Buffalo Bills? They got a big showdown here. I mean, you got to showdown and do all the purposes, and then they'll see it. Now, there is one way I gotta do. Oh shit! Wait a minute. What the hell? It might have. No. This ain't right. And I gotta say, it's a Bills team, alright? So the Bills stink. They don't know what's going to happen. I'm gonna say this once. Not even when Buffalo Bills. Let me shut this down. Let's the Bills. I mean, that guy that's deuce. Man, I don't know what's going I did not do that. Okay. All right. So now, all right. Let's go start off here. First and foremost, the Ravens got a victory in the head, and all because of all because of this, they had a 41-40, and yeah, they have a big exceptional win that start 1-0 on the game, and it wasn't that easy. And this is how Saturday happened for you. The New York Jets took a victory on, Monday night. I'm afraid. What else? They did Monday night. It's on CBS. Yeah, it's on CBS. So, yeah, they're going 2-0, and the Bills did not want to care what happens. They don't care. They didn't care. But the same thing is going off in a deep. And my suggest is the Bills took care of business on one game at another. One game at a time. They got from one steamer. What the Bills beat. They're at least 4-0. Hold up. Share this. Okay. So, all right. We're starting the Bills for the sec. The Bills did 2-0 against the Jets, right? So, in my opinion, it's a easy way out. Then the Dolphins lost against the Bills. And because of my opinion, it was not that good when the Bills did actually were all automatic remarkable, and it had to be a lady going off here. Then then Bills taking on the Saints 31-19. And what did the Bills do? Take on the Saints. If it's my opinion of a star special, it got off the main. I mean, they're not got off for because they don't have a 7. Now, and then there were the Patriots. 23-20, they lost. They actually lost on this point. This not really good for them. Bills is absolutely no whatsoever. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Someone sending this. Breaking news: Conor McGregor has suspended for 18 months for violating the UFC anti-doping policy after missing 3 drug test attempts in 2014. His suspension runs for September 20, 2024 to March 20th, 2026. Oh shit! Conor give a fuck app in his life. Oh my god! Wow. Conor McGregor got suspended for failing 3 drug tests and admit 3 drug tests? Come on, bro. Okay. Josh Gibson, named Ty, says it was a full trade. Ravens get Louis Gilman in a 2026 fifth, and away gets a future seventh. Let me see. Odafe away on Ravens edge. They trained him. Okay, so now they trade him. Why in the world they get traded him? Okay. So now they got trades. So what? Oh, might be great. Oh shit. I'm gonna check this out. So yeah, I'm checking Jeff Trotter here real quick. The Bills got 4-1. Let's see who they out on maybe IR. Let me see. Depth charts. No, they're good, but Michael was suspended. TJ says is questionable, and Alpha is questionable. Dwayne Carter is an IR. Tyler Grable is an IR. Matt Milano is unquestionable, so is Dwayne Williams. Dorian Strong is IR, same as Wanda Owens and Maxwell Harrington. All of them in IR, but damn, Bills has got a little focus on against against the Falcons on Monday. That could be a race for them, but I'm gonna say it. But Falcons and Bills, we really need to get a change here. And a deadline track is gonna be on November 4th. Okay. Second place, the New England Patriots, the Lio, the Sons of the Patriots. How do I put the Patriots here? They're 3-2 here, and they're not absolutely garbage. They're not absolutely garbage whatsoever. And Patriots did absolutely good for them, and I'm going to say this with a good time period. They're 3-2 on this season, and let me see the Patriots. All right. They're 3-2 on the season. Now they took an L against the Raiders 2013. That could be arranged for all the purposes here. Now, in the Dolphins, Patriots for the Dolphins, the Patriots got a W, 33-27 with Drake May and his team. Got having it so stumbling and fucked off. What did I gotta say to this? Patriots and the Steelers, they took an L. They absolutely took an L on Pittsburgh. We'll say Shitsburg, my bad. Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm mad, but well, I gotta tickle the Steelers here, Mom. Say this once. Panthers and Patriots, they took a W, 42-13. And while the Patriots, they're absolutely cooking, and in my opinion, it was amazing idealistic. The Bills and the Patriots. And the Patriots got a victory with 23-20. Dante Drake Mason and as running backs not got either fumbled. And we spoke about this. They will have another do what you guys do. Proud of those guys, but I'll say it. Oh, Times Wave, Treylon Burke, former first round pick from IR. Oh, shit. Man got waived. Man absolutely got waived. Now the Miami Dolphins in third place. They're absolutely 1-4. 1-4. OBJ, he accepts his game suspension for PEDs. Oh damn. Take a look at the losses and got one win. First, the Colts, 33-8. They took a big fat L on the Colts. And what happens? They did nothing else they could do about it. But the Dolphins, they can't nothing do on the right. And whatever happens, they absolutely did absolutely nothing. None whatsoever. The Patriots lost. They lost against the Patriots 33-27. It was not good right for anyone else at all in the room. What for this team? They don't have no run game and I no passing game so far. It wasn't that bad. Dolphins for the Bills lost by 31-21. If it was, it's not, but it is not even good here. But is anyone else trying to win the game? No, it did not happen. Now the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets, they took a W on the first win, 27-21. And what I watched while witnessing was Tyreek Hill's injured. Tyreek was definitely out for the season, and he wasn't that far here, and I got to say this. They took a first victory, and now another loss for the Panthers, 27-24. That's 4 losses for the Dolphins. First win on the Jets. And then what happened after that, they're not looking good for them. They're telling me we did. They got the Chargers, Browns, Falcons, the Ravens, Bills, and the Commanders. Let's see. They did week 5, week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. That's all I gotta say. And now, the New York Jets. They lost 5 straight. They lost 5 straight. From Steelers, Bills, Buccaneers, Dolphins, and the Cowboys. What happened? What happened? You had no run game. You had no passing game here. And what happened to Chesterfields? They had absolutely no sense. They got absolutely choked. On a business. And not even good. You lost over 5 games. Look, it's terrible for the Jets. We move on. Pittsburgh Steelers for the AFC North, 3-1. They're in first place. On a difference in the side, absolutely always good enough. But you ever get this happen? They took care of the Jets on a victory, 34-32. Lost to the Seahawks 31-17. Patriots took care of business on 21-14. And the Vikings took care of 24-21. Huh. The standards? The standard is the standard. I don't care what the standard of the standard is. It was in that moment that too soon. The big victory for the Steelers, still in first place, but a 3 AFC North took a big fat L on week 5. And where? That's all I gotta say to you here, but I'm not gonna hear. This is not good. You know, I bet Chisel had a react to wanting to see this. We always see reacted on Chisel Adonis. If I was on the Steelers with a Vikings victory, then the bye week, I'm not gonna random. They finally defeat they survived on 4 weeks, but now we gotta see what happen week 6 against, let me see, the Browns. Let's see what Church has to say to himself. And yo, how are you? I'm good. Yes. Yes, have you seen it? Yes, I've seen. Yes. But I'm gonna react to Chisel Adonis right now. So here he is.
Let's go! All right, we're moving on to 3-1. We got the W over in Dublin. We could drink pints of Guinness because we got the job done and we're going to be off for a couple of weeks. First and foremost, shout out to the Minnesota Vikings for making this game go down to the wire. It had no business being as close as it is, but of course it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're allergic to blowing teams out. There should have been no reason why this was a close game. For one, the fumble recovery goddamn touchdown from Jalen Ramsey gets removed because Jordan Mason's finger was slightly touching the football as his foot was out of bounds. You gotta be kidding me, bruh. Man, my precious was enough to deny a touchdown. Ridiculous. And then the interception at the end of the game, Pierre bobbles the football just ever so slightly, enough to maybe take away a takeaway. Ridiculous, bruh. Now, don't get me wrong. It was the correct call, but it was some bullshit. Coincidence? I think not. Football guys tried to do everything that they could to take away this W, and then Mike Tomlin decided, hey, let's go and try to fuck away the game as well. We got 4th and 1, or I should say goal to go at the 1 yard line, albeit Aaron Rodgers calling for the goddamn special teams to stay off the field. Here, I thought we had something that we was going to cook up to go and run onto the doggone field. All we did was, let's turn around, give it a game well again. And he's still a situation where you got to just hopscotch in the backfield to see if you can make it open to get into the end zone. Ridiculous. All right, if we ain't got no actual play in set, don't go for it. On 4th down, just kick the doggone field goal, take the points. If we don't have a play in mind, we don't need to go and gamble. It's ridiculous. And then, with the opportunity to end the game, half a yard we have to get. We're averaging, 5 yards a carry or something of that nature. Gainwell was playing out of his mind. You would have thought we actually had ourselves a running back. Mans was balling today. We decide, let's just go ahead and punt, take the delay of game. What are we doing? Defense, mental lapses. I know we're thin in the secondary, but they're at the half-yard line. 99-yard drive, 81-yard catch from Jordan Addison. Are you out of your mind? Then on the touchdown play, it's 4th down or 3rd down. It escapes me. Naylor is coming in motion. Payne Wilson's over here looking. Oh, where's the Vikings player I'm supposed to cover? He's right in front of you. Are we allergic to putting games away? We survived. But I can't even say we went over there and won. We survived. This game was feeling amazing at the tail end of the third quarter. Defense, we got 6 sacks. TJ Watt got an interception. We were balling. And for whatever reason, fourth quarter comes around and we say, yeah, you know what? You guys felt like palpitations in your heart? You guys feel like you need a pacemaker? Yeah, let's give you a reason. How about a heart attack, fellas? Why? Can't we just win games outright without the bullshit? Please. It's ridiculous. But nonetheless, we got the job done. Aaron Rodgers played a very good football game. I think only 4 incompletions, touchdown through the air, 80-yard, great catch and run from DK Metcalf. That's why you're in Pittsburgh. We're going to need way more plays like that on a weekend where Skylar Thompson got jumped and mugged. How we got players getting jumped and mugged? What's going on? We can protect our quarterback. We can't protect the quarterback off the field, I should say. We can protect Rodgers on the field. Can't protect him off the field. Nonetheless, offensive line did a very good job today. We had ourselves our protection for all intents and purposes. We ran the ball very well. Kenneth Gainwell played out of his mind 100%. The game ball should go to him for the offense. Give it to Kenneth Gainwell, over 100 total all-purpose yards. And if you take into account what he did in the kick return, or I should say the kick return element, he added an additional 49 yards there as well. Give that man the game ball. He was absolutely balling. We lost Calvin Austin. They said he left the stadium in an ambulance, arm in a sling. So who knows if he's not going to be available for us moving forward. We're going to need to make some signings, okay? Because we're going to need a bit of depth expeditiously. All right, we're thin in the secondary. We're thin in the wide receiver room. Start calling up some folks. Start calling up some folks expeditiously. Now, albeit there might be some people who happen to be a bit washed for all intents and purposes, but we got to make some doggone signings, okay? Because if depth is going to become an issue for our squad, we got to grab some people before other teams start grabbing people, because as the season continues to move forward, injuries are going to happen. So let's start picking up the phone and making some phone calls before our oppositions just so happen to do so. But now moving in to 3-1, we're in a very good spot. First place in the AFC North. We'll find out what happens with Cincinnati moving forward, of course, hopefully later on tonight between the Chiefs and the Ravens. I'm just hoping it's a good game, but if the Ravens were to lose, that puts them in a very good spot as well. All right, that gives them 2 L's in the AFC, so we're in a good spot. We just need to continue to keep this momentum going. We got Cleveland, then we have Cincinnati. Before we see Green Bay, if we can go 5-1, we're in a very good spot before a quick tough stretch of games where we got Indianapolis, and I believe we got one other team that's also performing relatively good at the moment. So one way or another, we got the W. Let's try to keep this momentum moving forward. But for God's sake, can we stop this bend, don't break kind of defense? Giving up yardage at terrible times. Justin Jefferson was the only person making plays on offense outside of Carson Wentz, of course. Early on, we shut him down in the third quarter, and then in the fourth, we decided to start lollygagging and take our foot off the gas. We have to keep this mindset of football being 60 minutes if we want to be able to do something special this year, because that's what this whole year is for. All right, this isn't one of those years if we could just build. We got Rodgers for one season. He's going to retire. He said it's his swan song. It's do or die. Every single game, we should be going into it as if it's a fucking Super Bowl. Period. So I'm not going to look forward, although it would be nice if we can rack up a couple of wins as we get ready to battle the teams representing Ohio. But one way or another, we got the W. Congratulations on the road, or I should say, well, technically it was on the road, but it was damn near a home game for us. Shout out to Steeler Nation. Showed out all in Dublin. Nothing but terrible towels being shook in the air, so much so to where they played Renegade internationally. Because Pittsburgh constantly travels well. So that's a big W over there. Big W to Steelers Nation, who made their trip out there, and those who happen to be, harbored, or I should say, domesticated over there in Ireland as well, holding it down. Somewhere Dan Rooney, Art Rooney, the chief, is looking down as well, smiling, watching their Pittsburgh Steelers go and get a W internationally and give that Minnesota Vikings team a big old fat old L. Nonetheless, we got ourselves a W. Hands up in here. Steelers on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3, Steelers. 4, 5, 6, win. Let's go, baby. 3-1. Go grab a pint of Guinness. Somebody go and take a swig. We're moving on to week 6, because I think we got a bye next week, but that's neither here nor there. Big W, baby. Big W. Hold on, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual D, chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. And what if I told you you could get your own personalized cameo today inside 24 hours? If you book me over on cameo.com/chiseled Adonis to get your own personalized video message. I've done over 450 throughout the years, and I've been able to garner over 100 5-star reviews. So whether it's a happy birthday, happy anniversary, just a pep talk, or a roast, if somebody needs to be engulfed in verbal flame, I'm the man for the job. So make sure you go over and book me on cameo.com/chiseled Adonis. I'll see you on the inside. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate it.
I'm here. That little, give it a little Steelers review and give it a Steelers 3-1, my ad. Alright, moving on. So Paper Steelers got the 3-1 victory and got the Browns on week 6. I've been going here, been busy. You can see me here. That's alright. Alright. Move on to one biggest L here. Cincinnati Bengals. Lost to the Lions. If it wasn't the Bengals, they had never seen it coming. And what happens after this? Blew it. They took out the Browns, 17-16. They took out the Jaguars, 31-27. That's 2 wins this time. But 3 L's they eat at dinner. They lost to Vikings, 48-10. Broncos. But J2 gonna piss me off. I'm gonna say this. $28-3. Oh shit, he gonna hit me for this. Lions lost to 37-24. So that makes us here. It is the big dead. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Fans are that's one of my AR artwork in the banners too. I'm fans off that work. That's all I gotta say. Oh, that's everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, I need a mail. What materials too would need this? Ty and everyone. Hey, on my live stream here. Holy. Now we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. They top 1-4. Look what happened. Look at the Ravens. Look at the Ravens. They lost. They lost. Check this. Oh my god. I was at only guys. I said guys only. I've been sleeping this day. Man. Working my ass off on my hair, but I'm video on this time. I'm been busy working videos. Now the Ravens. They had a first victory against the Browns, 41-17. And what happened on the 4Ls? Bills lost. They lost the Bills 41-40. They lost the Lions 38-30. Chiefs lost to 37-20. And the Texans, the Texans 44-10. And Cooper was absolutely terrible. Cooper was absolutely terrible on this quarterback. And then what happened? Lost. They have 4 losses and 4 L's. What happens? Four L's in time of day. But the Ravens did not have a good time here since Lamar Jackson had a hamstring injury for 2 to 3 weeks. This is what I've done. All because of him, it would happen before. And now, the Ravens is adding a safety, Garner Johnson. Let me see. They add C.J. Garner Johnson. And I'm going to read it to you. Let me see this. Ravens signed safety C.J. Garner Johnson to the practice squad. A free agent safety, C.J. Garner signed with the Baltimore Ravens on the practice squad, the team announced today, after he left the Texans. The lack of experience that the safety has a safety, but it has been an issue for the Ravens. Defense had mightily as hell. While the Pro Bowl safety, Kyle Hamilton, was sidelined on Sunday with a groin injury. Baltimore has started an undrafted rookie, Ruben Lloyd, in a 44-10 loss, and because of this man, Garner Johnson could also help the Ravens with even helping the returns by playing Garner Johnson deep with Malachi Starks. Hamilton could play closer to the line of scrimmage where he has made an impact in the past. The Ravens released defensive tackle Josh Tipple from the practice squad, corresponding removed, and the Texans released Garner Johnson from late last month, just after the last of 3 games. The surprise move after the Texans trade their 2022 first-round pick left guard Kenyon Green to the Philadelphia Eagles for Garner Johnson in March. Hoping to add the ball hawk, Garner Johnson has 6 interceptions in 2024 for the Eagles and the March to the Super Bowl title. However, Garner Johnson, struggled to pick up coach DeMeco Ryan's defensive scheme, which contributed several big plays against the secondary team for the Texans, who started 0-3. And Garner Johnson has 18 interceptions and 51 passes to defend even his 7 NFL seasons. And this is why Kyle Allen just injured. I'm going to show y'all. In the Sunday's 44-10 loss in the Houston Texans was banged up. The Baltimore Ravens matched their largest home in franchise history, as well as started at 1-4. The worst start, 1-4. The day later, Ravens coach John Harbaugh insisted his team has what it takes to bounce back and one of the franchise's lowest points. You can't sit there all as lost. We just don't. Harbaugh said, we've done before, and other teams have done before, so we're going to work around and make it happen. The Ravens are betting the favorite to win the AFC North. According to ESPN Bet, even though they trailed the Pittsburgh Steelers 3-1 by 2.5 games under the current divisional format since 2002, 17 have started 1-4 or worse. Be able to win the level finishing, including the 24 losses of the Rams. The Baltimore schedule has the second toughest so far. Gets easier. The Ravens remain scheduled on the 25th in the NFL, according to ESPN Analytics. The Ravens understand the level that have to improve their worth and definitely improve their worth. And Harbaugh said a lot of decisions can be made which could involve portable changes. Baltimore could look to make moves with offensive line, linebacker in secondary, all of which struggled on Sunday. And he said this: "You look at how guys did, and who might be opportunity." Harbaugh said, "A lot of guys that were injured too. With getting guys back, that just takes the pressure off. Some guys were on touch bar. Harbaugh will every receiver equipment Lamar Jackson and the other injured Pro Bowl players will return this week, play against Sunday against Rams. Jackson was the most two-time NFL most valuable player was sidelined last game against a hamstring injury, along with Jackson with the Ravens. Without their six high-paid Kyle Hamilton, I don't know what to say this. Ronnie Stanley, Quan Smith, and Marlon Humphrey. And they have a whole lot of injury there. And Cooper Rush made a terrible play on this comeback. And what happened? Cooper Rush played terrible. He played terrible in this game. And why? This is so bad. A lot of the Texans, this is a really bad situation. This is a lot of the Texans. And why Cooper Rush is played absolutely terrible with the injuries on the line. And in my opinion, with the injury, this is not going at a bad situation. The bad thing is, Cooper Rush made 3 interceptions since he left the Cowboys. And why? The amount is Tom Huntley, who's on a practice squad. Wait a minute, see. Let me know the depth charts. How would the Ravens get the depth charts? Let me get the Ravens. He's questionable here. Cooper Rush was on the second one, and he did not absolutely. Cooper Rush has never left the Cowboys. He's never left the Cowboys. And why? There's no way in hell that Cooper Rush never starting quarterback. Unbelievable.
To your house and somebody scores a touchdown and they doing the Ray Lewis dance, you showed more fight trying to snatch the football away from them than you did during the game, than you did during actual competition. I mean, it's just embarrassing. And so, to me, I'm just looking at John Harbaugh, of course, his reputation precedes him. Of course, he's a Super Bowl champion. Of course, he's gotten them to the playoffs on numerous occasions, and he's won some big games. But you know what? He's also lost 17 double-digit fourth-quarter leads in his career. He's also been unable to get them to the Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, who consistently is playing as an MVP candidate behind center. At some point in time, I got to look at him and say, what's up with you? What's going on with you? How come we having these problems? You're supposed to avoid us or prevent us from looking this bad. And John Harbaugh's not doing that. And so for me, I look at it from that standpoint, and I'm like, what the hell is up? I don't like what I'm seeing.
How bad would this game was that did Daniel so optimistic? Would the Ravens did not go over the deep end? When I get the Ravens got C.J. Garner Jr. I get the Ravens got C.J. Garner. And Jerry Fowler and the panic made of the Ravens. They were tough teams out there, but the Ravens got a little tougher than the tough. And they got to go against the Steelers on one way or another. That's what I got to see. And the Browns, I don't want to talk about the Browns. I don't. Bidlow says fuck the Browns. And what happens? They beat the Packers. They took care of business and got the first victory. And the fourth losses, the Browns lost to the Bengals, 17-16. The Browns lost to the Ravens, 41-17. They lost to the Lions, 34-10. And they lost to the Vikings in London. They lost in 21-17. That's how bad it's happening. That's how the bad things happening. And Joe Flacco is on the Bengals side. So how the trade impact Dylan Gabriel Shador Sanders? That could be an answer. That's the one my thinking is that a whole lot of hell that might be. Dylan Gabriel will be starting as quarterback, and well, that's all I gotta see it. My. If my opinion for the Bengals, and in my opinion for the Ravens, and the opinion for the Browns, still gonna be on top. If it maybe a good sense, you gotta get this on the mic, and it might be here. Now the AFC South, tied by 4-1. The Colts and the Jaguars. Hell, the Colts and the Jaguars have a bit of momentum and a bit of good enough here. We call it Daniel Indiana Jones. We call it Daniel Indiana Jones, I'm afraid. So, look at Daniel Jones' team. Man's cooking. The Colts got the W against the Dolphins, 33-8. They got the W on the Broncos, 28-29. W on the Titans, 41-20. First loss to the Rams, 27-20. And the Colts took care of business, 40-6. They were cooking. Colts is cooking. Hell, I say they might be on top of the AFC South is the Indianapolis Colts. This is how I said. And there's no idealistic. And if I were the coach, you're going the same way that's possible. Jaguars took care of business. They took care of the Chiefs on a bit. Let's see how the Jaguars they got half battle. And Travis Hunter had a heartfelt pregame reunion on Monday Night Football, and he just made it good enough for awesome. And they took out the Panthers 26-10. They took a loss against the Bengals 31-27. They took a W against the Texans 17-10. Took care of the 49ers 26-21. And last but not least, they took care of the Chiefs 31-28. I got to deal with the Chiefs later on. Trevor Lawrence would have made it here. And you know what Trevor's telling you? He's the number one draft pick. And Trevor's, this guy is always a duo with Trevor Lawrence. And I would say this. Any quarterback with Trevor's Hunt, it was amazed me here. You don't got nobody hand that feeds him. The Lions, Atlanta, AEW. That's all I gotta say here. Houston Texans 2-3. They have a big way here on a Sunday morning. There's no time and no time of wait for Joe Mixon to return. What happens when the Texans took an L? The 3 L's. Starting 0-3. They lost the 14-9 against the Rams. That's all about a big problem with the Rams defense and offense. Lost with the Buccaneers 2019. And they lost to the Jaguars 17-10. This is where I draw the bad things that I have in the season for. And then the Titans, they took care of business 26-0. And they take care of the Raiders 44-10. Ooh. Well, I thought I switched the Texans. I did switch the Texans to win the game. And oh, wait. You kidding me? We took care of the things? Texans gotta move some things. Once they move the things, I mean gotta move them. Okay. And when the Texans got to get a one-day on by C.J. Stroud and his team on the rosters, and what's going to happen, they have a big sense. I don't know why they're going to have to say this. I don't know who or what, and it might be here the heroes. If I were the Texans, I'm mad. And Texans Giants, they got to snap their 4-game losing streak. Four losses in a game, and it might be it. They lost to Broncos, Rams, Colts, and Texans. But for the Cardinals, Giants took care of the Cardinals 22-21. Indefinitely. Incredible. I was like, wait, damn. We still got a chance. I mean, this, I gotta deal with Amari DeMercado. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, there you are, Tracy. Oh. Oh, love you too. I was just looking at came out. Okay. I got a deal with Amari DeMercado. Oh, I gotta deal with this, man. So how they lose against single on a high hitter going to happen? The Tigers got the first victory. And the prime and So that's the AFC South. Now the AFC West. The Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers had a good 10-day. They're 2 losses, and now they have the 3 more. So let me say this. Chiefs took the Chargers took care of the Chiefs. They took care of the Bears. Okay. They took care of the Chiefs, 21-27. Took care of the Raiders, 29-9. They took care of the Broncos, 30-20. And they lost to the NFC East. They lost to the Giants and the Commanders. And here's the problem news. The Chargers are signing Liam Hines to the practice squad after working out today, per source. He was a Chargers during training camp with Hines had a chance to play this week. So the Chargers are first place in AFC West. What is going to happen? What's new? Okay, the Denver Broncos. They're 3-2. They're tied 3-2. They took care of the Titans on 2012. Two out loss against the Colts and the Colts and Chargers. They lost the Colts at 29-28. Chargers lost 22-20. And the Broncos took care of business on the Bengals, 28-3. Eagles took care 21-17. They're tied by first place. They're on a roll. Broncos and Chargers, they're on a roll. As for Kansas City Chiefs, they're 2-3. Chiefs absolutely whatsoever. They lost to Chargers. They lost to the Eagles 2017. And they lost to the Jaguars 31-10, 31-28. Giants, they took out the Giants on 22-9 and took away 37-20. And the Chiefs, they let the game slip away. They let the game slip away in themselves. And what happens? To let them go. Lose. They absolutely losing. And there you are. Now the finish the move. The Raiders. Let me go to sleep and get to the Raiders. Had them been. I feel like Ray Charles. Oh my God. Judos, man, you're not that guy. You ain't white back. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Hit the Raiders. They lost 4. After they took care of the Patriots, 2013. And they lost to the Chargers, Commanders, Chargers, they lost the Chargers 29. They lost to the Commanders 41-24. Lost to the Bears 25-24. Lost to the Colts 40-6. Geno Smith. I look like Geno Smith. I don't like people kill it. Sleeping there by chewing bubble gum. That's how the bad it was. That's how the Raiders bad on the AFC West. I mean, they're in fourth place. And why? They're going to do the same song and dance like last year. Oh. I'm disappointed. The Raiders absolutely disappointed. This is the playoff on the AFC. Okay, so now here's the AFC Conference playoff contentions. The Colts and the Bills might get a tie and get this job done. The Steelers are in third right here. Chargers, Jaguars, Broncos, and the Patriots. The others are 2-3. The Chiefs, Texans, and the Bengals. The Raiders and the Ravens and the Dolphins and the Browns and the Titans are 1-4. Who might got a bigger tie out there? And look at their last. Jets. Fans like sleeping like this on Jets. I would have. Think the Jets go win again. Oh my God. Jets. So, now there about we got stuff over the we're gonna kick this off with another in the NFC East. In the NFC Conference. First Philadelphia Eagles. Now on the Commanders. Okay, let's start with these two tough teams here. So we gotta give the Eagles a credit too. You gotta say it, then. I mean, we gotta make a good test here. And it's going to go. They took care of the Cowboys, Chiefs, Rams, and Buccaneers. And lost to the Broncos, my ad. Undefeated is no more. I should have picked the Eagles to win, but come on now. Undefeated no more, wasn't it? Oh my God. Uh, so undefeated was no more, right? Yeah, no way to go. I think it's safe to say that's a damn shame. Now we gotta move for the Commanders. Cause I know all the others out. So let's start the Commanders. Okay. Washington Commanders are 3-2 in the second place in the NFC East. Every team that got themselves here. They took the Giants 21-6. Took an L with 27-18 against the Packers because they on the field because they on the IR. They took the Raiders on 41-24 with Montgomery Yards backup. Lost to the Falcons 34-27. And took it on this choice. Oh, I'm dreaming. Maybe the Commanders winning here, but oi, oi. Well. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. Hold up.
We traded Joe Flacco to the Bengals. My God, how far this team has fallen. He's really good. Have you seen our offensive line? Joe Flacco is a statue. He's gonna die back there. Thanks for the draft pick, Cincinnati. This is the worst timeline. Yeah, we lost against the Jaguars on Monday night, but this is a good reminder that it could always be worse. How did we go from Joe Burrow to Joe Flacco? Did the front office just go, let's just get another Joe in here? Oh, we get to see Joe Flacco again this season. Make sure to trade him to the Steelers next, then he's done the entire AFC North. I really think this is the greatest bye week in Steelers history. I hate football. I hate football! Who would have thought that after 5 weeks, we'd have a better QB situation than the Bengals? It wasn't supposed to be like this! Oh, look at that. We're going to be playing the Bengals next week. Wait, Joe Flacco beat us this season. Oh, no. No! Though it would be pretty funny if he beat the Packers again. Okay, seriously, what the f***? Does no one have our number? Kirk Cousins is still available. But on the bright side, maybe Joe Flacco could get Zach Taylor fired. Yup, it's official. I'm in hell.
Yeah, Mari.
You want that pizza for dinner tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Somebody take a little pinch out of it. You cook it. Oh my God, I'm so sad about that carpet.
Oh, man. Still, I got it bare. I'm all off. Now the Commanders on the. Here's the good down our third place. It's the Dallas Cowboys. They're 2-2 and tied by 1. And here we are. They took an L on the Eagles, 24-20 on the season opener. The Giants, Commanders and Giants took care of business. They got W 40-37. and took an L on the Bears, 34-14. Tied by 40-40. It's the worst ties I've ever seen. And they took care of Jets, 37-22. And guess what happened? Jerry Jones was fined a $250K for NFL Jets. This is what I'm saying things here. I seen a bad things here. But Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones had been fined and a $250 for this inadvertent obscene gesture towards like MetLife Stadium on Sunday. And the Cowboys are like they appeal to a fine made a final decision. So Mia told Jones to quickly flash in them in the middle finger in late Cowboys 37-22 video on New York Jets. Dak Prescott 4 touchdowns. In the past, increased the lead 37-14. Early this Tuesday, Jones said it was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. It was a kind and in the front, and the joke was out of the swarm of the Cowboys fans. Not the Jets fans, the Cowboys fans. The entire stand of through that late game. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is how they get fined for this one. This is how you're going to respond to the team. Yeah, you're going to beat the Patriots this time, and now you're going to cook by the Commanders. You're going to get cooked by the Commanders because you're going to get fined for this one. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I will show you on Nightcap. Right now, this is why Jerry Jones gets fined for this one. Watch.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
Ocho, during the Cowboys-Jets game, Jerry Jones had no problem letting Jets fans know how he really felt. Check out this video, Ocho.
Let me see. What Jerry talk about?
Can you see?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Stop playing with me, yo. Stop playing with me.
Middle finger make.
Hey, I might be the owner. Yeah, I like
middle
that.
finger might cost Jerry a little money. In 2009, Tennessee Titans former owner, rest in peace, Bud Adams, was fined $250,000 for a similar incident for a series of gestures made in the direction of Buffalo Bills fan. The league fined Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper $300,000 for throwing a drink in the direction of the Jacksonville Jags fan. Ocho, do you think a six-figure fine is enough of the deterrent or a punishment for a guy that has a franchise valued at $12 billion who has a net worth of probably $15 billion?
Yeah, I mean, Jerry ain't tripping. Jerry's not tripping. Tepper wasn't tripping, and young bull that did it before that wasn't tripping
Bud
either.
Adams.
Obviously, fans probably heckling. You know how people feel about the Cowboys. You know how people feel about Jerry Jones. They don't like him. A lot of people don't like him, and he just wanted to let those people know. Listen, I don't like y'all either. And here, take this with you.
And he pointed. He was waving at Cowboy fans and then hit the others with that. That's for you.
Yeah,
No, that's for you.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, they're gonna probably have to.
Oh, they're gonna find him. Yeah, they're gonna find him at least a quarter.
They're gonna let him know. Listen, Jerry, you can't do that. You can't do that. Here's $500,000. Go ahead and do what you want with that. What you will, and just.
Well, here's $1 million because I'm gonna get somebody else too. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna get somebody else. I'm gonna be in somebody else's stadium, and we gonna win, and they're gonna be heckling me, and I'm gonna show out on them too. So, but Jerry, look, Jerry knows. Yeah, he'll probably. I'm surprised he didn't mention it. He didn't mention it on his radio show today. But he was like, "Yeah, I know I can't do that." Jerry's gonna say all the right things, but he's like,
"Yeah, absolutely." Yeah. And that's the funny thing when it comes to players, when it comes to owners, when it comes to quarterbacks, they always say the right thing. they always say the politically correct thing. And that's what I told you when we talked about it, I think last year. And you said Cam Ward can't say stuff like that because face of the franchise, you can't do that when you're representing an organization, whatever it may be. But I would love if we got back to a place where you just say exactly how you feel and how it really is right now at that moment. But it's just something you can't. But I would love that raw authenticity from players and owners when it comes to having being real. For that,
you got to be careful. I don't know if you noticed, we getting back to a place that where it was previously. I don't know if you noticed it, paying attention. I don't want it to go back like that.
Hey, I don't miss nothing. You hear me?
Okay.
I don't miss nothing. I can see it little by little. As a matter of fact, let me tell you how much I pay attention. I pay attention to all the distractions that they continue to have going on to make sure we ain't paying attention to the things that are changing behind closed dours.
You see it?
I see it all.
Yeah.
I may play a fool on camera, but I ain't one off.
Nope. Jerry, I think the biggest thing is Roger Goodell, commish probably called Jerry like, Jerry, come on, Jerry. Jerry goes out. He was having a little fun. He's having a little fun because Jerry, he likes to have fun. He really is. I mean, look, having the little bit that I've been around him, he really is a great guy. He'll go into if you're out, if you ever see Jerry out and you somewhere, he gonna send you a drink. Thank you, Jerry. I don't drink. Well, here's a soda. I'm trying to think. Oh, in Houston, when the comeback, the Patriots, and I saw he drove. I don't think maybe the next year. When did Jerry go into the Hall of Fame? But anyway, it might have been then because he was on the bus. He had his bus. He got a big old tour bus, and he got like the Man Cruiser, and he got the big cowboy logo. Okay, right. So the next year, and he, that was 20. Yeah, so 27. Yeah, so he got elected. So I was with Fox, and so it was the 2016 season, 2017. So that's what you're absolutely right. And so, man, I went on Jerry Bus, man, his wife, we love you, but you got to lay off the Cowboys. The grandkid was on there, Steven, all of us on there. It was. But if you ever around him, he really, he's really charming. He's really personable. So it's easy. He easy to like. I'm just telling you, he's really easy to like because he is so charming. He is so personable, and his family is the same way. Yeah. But it was great. But Jerry, no, he can't do this. He the owner. They don't want the players to do that. You damn sure don't want. Probably the de facto owner of all owners of all the sports. He's probably the most recognizable, the most visible.
Easy.
Yeah, he's the biggest owner probably since Mr. Steinbrenner.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to my boy Cam Bynum. I know you probably gonna see this. I appreciate the jersey. It finally came in the mail. I remember I forgot what show it was when I was excited. When he scored it, he had an interception. He done crazy celebration. I said, obviously, right now you're probably one of my favorite players. Boom, they reached out to me. They got me a jersey. He signed it too. I'm not supposed to be wearing it. I'm supposed to frame it. Yeah, my dog.
Is that a Colts jersey?
I can't. Yeah, Bynum. This. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cam, I appreciate that, boy. Yeah. Hey, you see how big I got? Golly, bro.
No.
Hey, I'm swole. Hey, I got an email too,
From who?
Hey, when I was in Vegas for the fight. When I was in Vegas for the fight, I went down and tried to audition for the Chippendales. They finally emailed me back.
They say they're not hiring?
No, they say they're hiring. They just had a spot open up. They had to fire some dude.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about relocating out there when the season over.
No, I don't want you out here.
I'm gonna have a residency, a Chippendale residency.
Move out here. I'm moving to Miami.
Okay, man, that's fine. That's fine. Matter of fact, hey, you know what's funny is you ain't even know you just got back in town, huh?
Yeah.
You did. Do me a favor, right? Look around real quick and see what you see missing out of your room.
All I know is that you know what? I told Ash, Man, send Ocho this trophy.
Hold on. You don't see nothing missing out of your room? I told you I was gonna come to Vegas when you wasn't in town.
Yeah.
And when you walk in your house, it's a portrait to the right and a dog bowl to the left.
How you get my trophies?
I told you I'm gonna come out there and get my stuff. You hear me? Huh?
Hey,
I told you. Hey,
man, bring my trophies back.
Hey, you know what? Also, you need to work on your security system. All I did, I cut. You got to get ADT because that system you got, that definitely ain't it. Hey, check your cameras. 2 days ago at 7:02.
I'm gonna get
7:02 p.m.
I got.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I got a new one. I'm about to get Glock and Sig Sauer, my new security.
Hey, I appreciate the trophies though. That's love. Thank you. Hey, the fact that I had to come break in just to get my stuff, shoot.
You ain't getting no more though.
Thank you though.
You ain't getting no more.
Oh, I know how to get in now. I'm gonna just wait till you out of town.
Hey, that's all right. Y'all see, he broke. Hey, I'm glad because we taping this, so I'm just gonna turn this over to the Las Vegas Police Department.
But they're not gonna be able to identify me because I was covered up.
But you tell it right now yourself. But we taping this.
I mean, I could just tell them I was lying. There's really no evidence.
He ain't lying. He telling the truth because I'm missing 2 trophies.
I appreciate that. It was good doing business with you.
I'm missing 2 trophies, so you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. Y'all saw that, right, chat? Y'all saw the man broke in the house now. Now, he done got his trophy. Now send me my money.
I had to come and get my trophies. I had to come and get them. That's a 5-hour flight from Miami. 5-hour flight on Spirit. I had to find where you lived at. Then I had to go through the goddamn the house plans to know exactly where to enter and where to come out.
Man,
I had to cut the wires. I had to get the trophies. I had to rewire everything back together and then leave. That was a headache for me.
Can I get my 5,900 now?
I got you. Now you know what? Now you can get it. You can get it now.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, done came in my house and Ash and Jordan was in on it. Because they know the code to the gate to get in. First of all, you got to get through the gate.
Hold on. For one, gates, I jumped them. Because if the code, they'll be able to tell that somebody was there at that certain time. I don't need anything logged in. I don't need nothing logged in. I jumped that. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's okay. I got something for him. Chat, but y'all see that? He told you, he told y'all what he did. So
Oh man, if I was at that, no, that is okay. But now that the Cowboys is getting fined for this, Cowboys are getting cooked for every season they have.
All he needs is 1 yard, and it's a lock. And keep in mind, for all new customers signing up with my play $5 and get $100 in bonus funds. 100. And just between me and you, Underdog every single week is running a brand new promotion where they're going to offer new customers a gimme pick. So make sure you guys scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in my description and download the Underdog app. Use promo code Adonis, ADONIS. And remember, new customers play $5 and get $100 in bonus funds.
All right. So, last but not least, the New York Giants. Okay. We got to talk about the Giants, man. They got 4 losses. Lost to the Commanders, they lost to the Chiefs, they lost to the Cowboys. Now they lost to the Saints, 26 to 14. And then won the Chargers against them by, they won the Chargers. Lost the Chargers, 21-18. Yeah, won the Chargers. How the hell happened? And Dodgers could go, despite the early limited tag, they have a good chance to get the Eagles. Oh man, if I was
Today, 3rd and 24. Patrick Mahomes trying to use his legs. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. It's not gonna work, stupid. Get that frog off the field. Jacksonville with all the momentum. How about a birthday? Yes. He threw it straight to McDuffie, although the ref should have thrown a flag for illegal contact, but apparently the Chiefs are able to activate the devil magic to get away with it, and Kansas City would immediately take advantage. Travis Kelce would go down to the 5, and then Mahomes would hand it off to Kareem Hunt, and the NFL's greatest kicker is going to kick his way into the end zone to make this a tie game. Ensuing kickoff, the ball would be fielded by LaQuint Allen from the 3-yard line. He'd find a seam, pick up a huge return for 38 yards across the 40-yard line. Couple plays later, the Jags is already inside KC territory. They would inch closer into field goal range. And then, from 52 yards out, Cam's not so little with his leg, boots it through the uprights, and it's good. Jacksonville leads by 4. KC has a chance to respond midway through the 4th quarter. Patrick Mahomes gonna unleash the legs. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. First down to the 34-yard line. Very next play, got all kinds of time. No pass rush whatsoever. Over the middle, he's able to find Juju, Doo-Doo, Boo-Boo, Smith-Schuster to pick up 9. Under 5 minutes left to play. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. The frog stays on his feet, endures the sack. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. First down. They almost had me there, but now I picked up the first. Wait, what am I doing up here? I'm supposed to be down there on the field. I gotta get away from up here. 3 minutes left to play. Kansas City at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 4. Mahomes finds his man, Travis Kelce. First down across the 30. Right after the 2-minute warning, Kansas City not only inching closer to the end zone, they're also burning clock. Patrick Mahomes down the field finds Hollywood Brown. First down inside the 5-yard line. The Kansas City Bloods are in the Sioux-Whoop zone. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. Endures the contact. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. They take the lead. With it being a touchdown drive, a field goal won't help the birthday boy. Sunshine Trevor Lawrence rolling towards his left. Can't escape the pass rush. Karlaftis and Chenault takes down Lawrence on the sack. 3rd down. A minute left to play. The Jags are going to need a big play down the field. Look for Brian Thomas. Beats the coverage. First down inside the 25. What a pass. Forget breadbasket. This was a teabag. Ball went right over Watson's head. Spectacular pass. The Chiefs defense doing a whole lot of bending. Trevor Lawrence looking left. He's got De'Ami Brown at the 11-yard line. 3 plays later, 3rd and 13. The Jags out of timeouts. Trevor going for it all. Pass is broken up in the end zone and intercepted. But there's laundry on the field. Foul, foul. Pass interference on the defense. Mans was getting assaulted in the end zone. Automatic first down. Watch out for that banana. Bruce. Trevor Lawrence fell down. Back on his feet. They can't get him on the ground. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They take the lead with 23 seconds left to play. The birthday boy got his pinky toes stepped on. He can no longer sell photos of his feet on feetfinder.com. Stood up after slipping again. Was able to evade 2 Kansas City Chiefs and dove into the end zone to give the Jacksonville Jaguars the lead over the reigning AFC champion. But let me run it back. Look at 95. Chris Jones standing there on the 1-yard line. Man's made 0 effort, and you're supposed to be a future Hall of Famer. What part of the game is this, you bet? Mr. Sunshine for the score. Mr. Sunshine takes the lead. Kansas City feeling sick. Birthday boy said, Chiefs, you can suck. for Kansas City. 3 seconds left to play. They're going to need a miraculous touchdown. No pass rush whatsoever. Mahomes launches it from the 20-yard line. Bombs over Jacksonville, but it's diffused on arrival. Incomplete. Jacksonville gets the upset victory and advances to 4-1. Kansas City loses their third game of the season, and it's the third time they've lost a one-score game after winning an NFL record 17 straight, as the Jags would tell them to take out their Metro card and get aboard the L train. You lose. What's the dinner? Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Fresh hot ales. Jova, you lose. Wait a minute. You could have saw this video early and ad-free. All you have to do is become a member on my Patreon. So either click the link in my description or head over to patreon.com/chiselthedunk. Not only you'd be helping out the channel, you'd also get all of my content early and ad-free before the internet even sees it. Any little thing helps, I appreciate you. If not, hit the subscribe button or follow button. Anything you can do to help out the channel. I'll see you on the inside.
Okay. Now that's a little way with your little Adonis skin high commentary with the even, and that Jackson Dart is good to go to fit the Eagles. Despite the fact I think it might be the Giants gonna be a bad time on that one. They're 4th place. How far did the Eagles go? Let me see. Not even close. 4-1. That's no way in hell. All right. Now look at the NFC North. Detroit Lions are in the first place. They're having a bit of a grateful runs, and they lost to the Packers here on 27-13, and he bounced back against the Bears, 52-21. They take care of the Ravens at 38-30. They took care of the Browns at 34-10, and they take care of the Bengals 37-24. There you go. That's how they did do something. That's how it's good enough. And after all, the second opinion returns on to shoulder injury, revealed the injury is not as bad as it's feared, not expected to return. So than expected. Quite a month for Jared Goff. He may have gotten order 12 touchdowns and the passing yards of 1,187 yards. 187. Oh. Let me be clear. I don't know about this, the Detroit Lions, but the same thing that happened before, it happens. Green Bay Packers are 2-1 and 1 tie. Shit. That's all I got to say here. Let me start. They're on the bye week, right? They don't make sense. It's let me humor. All right. The Lions got a W. They got W against the Commanders. L gets the Browns. Tie over the Cowboys. But they got to get a week 6 against the Bengals on them. Might be here. Could be there about bye week is a good thing against them now. Can you imagine what the Packers going to do in the one thing in town? One team could any less. More or less. If that's what are the case, y'all take away what's happening. And when Quentin Watson is going to return to ACL injury at the start of practice one, When you gonna come back? When? That's what I gotta say about that. Mental Vikings are 3-2, and this is what I gotta say. When I tested South for them bent in 3-2, they took care of the Bears on 27-24. They took a loss against the Falcons, 22-6. They lost to beat the Bengals, 48-10. Lost to the Steelers, 21-24, and take care of the Browns at 21-17. And yeah, so now being that just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Week 6 will get the Eagles. I don't know. It is the answer. The answer might be the Vikings. Without taking McCarthy, Carter Wentz got to tell. What was the depth charts? Oh, Jerry McCarthy's still out. Carter Wentz is questionable. All this lavish Max Bossmer. Oh, Eagles. Oh, yeah. Finally going to cook on the week 6. They get cooked. They're getting cooked. They're getting cooked. Drink responsibly. Only 10%. Chicago Bears are 2-2. So let's see Chicago Bears on 2-2 now. I mean, you got, let's see. All right. Now they got 2 losses in this game. 2 wins and 2 losses. They lost the Vikings and the Lions. They beat the Cowboys and the Raiders on the bye week. And now, in week 6, they're going to get the Commanders. So that's what happens going to do with these teams when Ken Williams going to be an unapologetic leader. And
I'm out in the parking lot.
And
I'm in the parking lot.
this is a set. That's why I said that in the team with the Chicago Bears. You try, son? Oh. Okay, so the Chicago Bears are 2-2. They get Commanders here, and and the Bears screw this up again. They may be dead last on 2-3. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. That's a prediction. Moving on to the NFC South. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is cooking. Baker Mayfield is definitely cooking. The comeback king himself, with a also good enough, is where the Falcons took care of business 23-20. They took care of the Texans. They took care of the Jets 29-27. Lost to the Eagles 21-25, and they beat the Seahawks in week 5. 38-35. What the score and why is it gonna be good enough here? And who can be at a 4-1? Buccaneers 49ers. I'm betting the 49ers, but Buccaneers to win. I'm betting Buccaneers to win. And this is a good start. Great start for them. Teams going on the road, and for home invasion, they have a big sense of humor. Yeah. I'm thinking of myself saying, maybe the Chiefs could get this. Maybe the Buccaneers could get 5. So yes, that's all I gotta say. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it. All right, now on the little Falcons, 2-2 at least. All right, let's see. Now the regular season's going to take a business, and I mean they had 2 losses, 2 wins. They lost to the Buccaneers, lost to the Vikings. They beat the Vikings. They lost to the Panthers. They beat the Commanders out here. And the Bills saw what happened. The Bills Mafia says, fuck it, we'll take care of the Falcons. And that nigga gonna have a big sense of humor. And I mean, gonna have to see the Bills gonna lose this game, are we? No, they're not gonna lose this week 6 on Monday Night Football on week 6. But this is a good thing here. The Bills Mafia will take care of business against the Falcons. Because I don't know why. Is that the one you want? You want to walk? We're taking the walk. Bills Mafia says, let's get this nigga. I'm gonna go ahead at this time. That's all y'all been there. I'm the one who will get a head start for you. But the Bills Mafia that I fucked up the game, you might go ahead and see this. Now to get to the Falcons got 2-2. Let's go to the Panthers. Alright. So the Panthers took an L against the Jaguars 26-10. They took an L against the Cardinals at 27-22. L for Patriots 42-46. But they won the Falcons get the 30 points, and they didn't want to get the offense. Shit. It is a never forgetting they don't. When Bryce Young might be able to change orders, they gotta make enough here. Oh man. And I always gotta say that. What is the Hemi War? Let me see. Hemi War. When was it going down?
Second and goal. That's the most excitement of the night.
Okay, I'm doing the Hemi Award, but I don't say this while JSM did make a run. JSM Bill. That's a good name. But I'm gonna say this. No one say snap that 4-game losing streak, and then what happened to them? It's a good game with a good cause. My ad. They lost 4 of these games, but they lost the Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, and the Bills. But the thing is, they snapped their 4-game losing streak against the Giants, 26-14, and the distance. Because So, no. Thinking to myself, I would say, shit. Saints might be just not the real 4-game losing streak. I mean, that makes sense of the worth. At the end of the day, the Saints will have a sense of humor. They gotta get the Patriots on the week 6, but I'm pretty sure they have them. I'm pretty sure of it. I think it's so abs. Chief viewers? I don't know chief viewers. What are you expecting? Damn, I got 2 hours on the show? God damn. A 2-hour show. So now the Bears got the W here, Jordan. They got to get the Commanders here. Oh, they're going to improve on match. Oh, Lord. And the Saints, hell, I might still worth here, but worthwhile, I think it will be it. Now, and last but not least, the 49ers. 49ers, they're 41 in their first place because they got no undefeated. So, therefore, their undefeated is no more. The undefeated is no more. Seahawks, 49ers got a W, 17-13. Saints got a W. 49ers took care of the Saints, W. 26-21. The Cardinals, they took care of business, 60-15. Rams took care of the Rams, 26-23. And they just got L on against the Jaguars, but now they're undefeated with no more, and that's how they respected. I respected for the Jags and the 49ers. They playing a major game out there, but I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. Okay. So we got scheduled here on Monday night games, Sunday night games, and Thursday night games. All right. Let's go Seahawks. They're 3-2. Oh shit. I hit the dick. Now they're on no. Seattle Seahawks had the regular season. The 49ers took the L on 49ers, 17-13. They won to get the Steelers, 31-17. They won to get the Saints, 44-13. Cardinals, W. 2020, they took an L against the Buccaneers on week 5 on 38-35. But how that happened? How in the world it happened? Oh, let's go ahead and get my suspension in my getting here. Let's go and get a gunner here. I see Sam Donald seeing goals. I back on the niggas' helmets on the see the inside that way. What? You gotta see. I don't get it, man. I still don't get it. You have one job. Yeah, one job, just one, and oh shit, that's what the top. Oh man, oh shit, damn. My bidding on $7 scene goes. The 49 need to get this. The Seahawks gonna get together here, but that's all that I gotta say. They got the Jaguars. They gotta get the Texans on this game, and they gotta go to the Commanders here. Yeah. They're getting fucked, man. So I'm gonna start with this one. Let's start with the Rams. They're in 3-2. The Rams are on the move. They have possible choices. They got had a lot of help for the get. They have no way in hell to do something. But for all the work for a while, with the Rams gotta have a business. They took care of the Texans. They took care of the Titans. They took care of the Colts. But the loss for the Eagles and the 49ers as well. And in my opinion, for the damn teams so far, these damn teams are not going to never get the job done. It just wasn't that matter. No to the humor. If you're the Rams, what do you do? If you're Matthew Stafford, what are you going to do? You need to get the job and make it for the victor. The Rams need to get together. I'm just the chart. See the IR and Quentin out, suspended. Okay, Ty Higbee is questionable. D, what that? It's on day. Okay, so over to IR. Over to this questionable. That's all. I was gonna say this. Last but not least, the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. This stupid motherfucker. Two to three. They take care of the Saints. They take care of the Panthers on the business. But it hit the losses. The 49ers, the Seahawks, and what are the worst? The fucking Tennessee Titans. You lost to the Titans 22 to 21. What the hell was that? And here's the biggest thing. The Cardinals are finding head coach Jonathan Gann for $100,000 for his sideline altercation with running back Amari Delgado. This nigga is soft. You fumbled the ball? Really, you fumbled the ball. And Rex, Blast, and Mare. I want to hear it.
I mean, the first thing you do, anytime you get a teaching moment for your team, you'll show your entire football team. Like, get your butt in the end zone, all these type of things, right? I mean, you're not in there until you're in there. Why in the hell? Like, here's what I see with this kid, all right? I mean, it's crazy that it happened, right? But you're selfish, okay? I mean, absolutely selfish. And would you think you're cool when you slow down? Hey, let me tell you something, homeboy. You got 3 touchdowns in your career. That's in 3 years. Get your butt in the end zone. This costs games. As soon as this happened, no kidding, Shetty goes, oh, my God, they're going to lose the game. And I'm like, yeah, you're crazy. No, you were right. All right, but this guy, get your butt in the end zone. You are a professional. Act like it. What the hell are you doing?
Silly, what the hell are they doing? What the hell are they doing? Are you kidding me, Cardinals? You lost. You lost again to take it. Now you're going to lose to the goddamn Colts. Oh, the Cardinals are going to fuck themselves, man. Are we going to see another fumble? This playoff contender is going to be highly special. But the thing is, 49ers got all the momentum in, but the same thing here. Same shit. All right, let's go to see. What are you talking about? Let's see what are you talking about. What thing you think you gotta go? Fuck. This man K-Dub says, fuck that nigga forever. Oh man, what the hell? Burns Boy says, man, fuck him. Oh my god. Come on. Why is he on me to hold my nuggets? Alright, let me see.
I think you need to shut the fuck up.
At least, and you alright about this? At least we spit down the NFTs and let you know who tied with the Cowboys. Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you are. But now, and I don't mean anything else that's wrong, but I'm saying this. You hurt my feeling when I'm saying this. Okay. Now better keep this. Oh man. Thursday, I was sus. Penn State fans are really done with James Franklin. Let me see. Penn State is really done. Shit. State fan. Get him out of here. What the fuck? Let me see. Might be great. Let me see this. I could really react to myself. I'm gonna see. Penn State be done.
He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you. He's going to do what he does and say F you all. It's pretty bad when you get Ohio State fans in the comments saying stuff like this. I'm an Ohio State fan, and I got to tell you, I feel bad for Penn State fans. This guy ain't it. They aren't winning a championship if Franklin is the head coach. That said, hope they keep him. LOL. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hope all of you having a great Tuesday. Hope all of you having a great start to your week. And guess who we got to talk about yet again? Your boy James Franklin and the Penn State Nittany Lions. I've had a bunch of people send me a few tweets we're going to check out in this video, and I'm pretty excited to get into it. The beauty of this channel is I don't have to pander to you guys. I don't have to lie to you. I can just come out and say it because we got a good community here. We're like brothers, sisters, cousins, etc., etc. Anytime there's an opportunity to hate on James Franklin and the Penn State Nittany Lions, your boy Matthew Grace jumping all over it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like it's a chore to report on this news. Absolutely not. I'm chomping at the bit. Let's get into it. Do you know how long I have been waiting for the rest of the nation to come to the realization that I came to 4 years ago, that James Franklin and Penn State's irrelevant? A very long time. So now that it's here, I'm relishing the opportunity. I don't think y'all understand it. You may think you do, but you don't. I'm just so happy that other people are finally realizing that this program isn't going to go anywhere with Franklin as the head coach. Before we go any farther, I meant to start the video by saying this. Sometimes I forget it is what it is. We just hit 380,000 subscribers. Clap it up, clap it up. The push to 400K, it's real. So, yeah. I'm not going to give you some corny speech like all these YouTubers do. If you like our content, you like college football stuff, consider subscribing and joining our community. We greatly appreciate it. One thing y'all probably picked up on the channel, I rarely say, hey, like the videos or subscribe to them, because I've always had the belief of, because as a viewer myself, if I like somebody's content, I'm going to subscribe, I'm going to like the video. It's really as simple as that. I don't need them to preach it to me in every single video I watch. But I'll let this be known right now, since we are approaching a big milestone, I am going to push it a little bit more normal, so I hope the people that are subscribed, you don't mind too much. We got a long way to go, but let's check out this tweet. So I already looked at this. I already watched this 40-second. How long is the video clip? Yeah, 41 seconds. I'm not even going to waste your time. It's useless. It's coach talk. It's James Franklin just saying, oh, yeah, we got to be better here. Got to be better here. It was a terrible press conference. He's just sitting up here going, yeah, well, we lost the turnover battle. We lost the 3rd down and 4th down battle, but we won the explosive play rate, yada, yada, yada. But what caught my attention with this is this Penn State fan and some other fans. Here's what they had to say. It's so freaking over, man. Listen to the beginning of the presser after the worst loss in program history. Blatant filibusters with, we'll say, bullcrap. Not a single fan cares about.
I would say bullshit. I would say bullshit, but I'm afraid I don't know why. I don't know care. They didn't say that. That's all I gotta say.
He doesn't care about you. He's going to do what he does and say F you all. It's pretty bad when you get Ohio State fans in the comments saying stuff like this. I'm an Ohio State fan, and I got to tell you, I feel bad for Penn State fans. This guy ain't it. They aren't winning a championship if Franklin is the head coach. That said, hope they keep him. LOL. Will said, him saying several times, quote unquote, you have to look at what this program has accomplished, but nobody wants to talk about that is insane. Saying crap like that after the worst loss potential in program history is tone deaf and just plain lame. I agree. And it goes back to what we talked about yesterday. You got this goofy goober, a.k.a. James Franklin, tweeting about, hey, let's go, let's get ready for Northwestern. Buddy, get off Twitter. That's the worst thing you can do after we're one of the most demoralizing losses in program history. Tweet about the next game. Just shut up. Here's another one. This is from Eric Fletcher. I believe this was on, this was on the Pat McAfee show. Hashtag, I don't want to overreact, but I swear on everything, we'll say blank holy, if James Franklin is still in that office of this Friday, I may have to just transfer out of this school. I can speak for 99.9% of the student body here. we are bummed out. Let's read out some of the comments on our recent video. Penn State refused, I like how it's in all caps, to play, I'm not going to scream like he is, a single road game the entire first month of the season. Then they have the nerve to complain the very first time they travel. Yeah, that's James Franklin for you. That got over 100 likes. Shout out to Ron for writing that comment. One more. This is The Real Chris TV. I get the travel thing, but Oregon just traveled to Penn State last week. That's what I'm saying. For James Franklin to be crying about, well, our players are tired, man. They're a little banged up. We just had to travel. Like, what are you talking about? Oregon just had to travel across the country to play you. You didn't hear them crying and complaining. This is what losers do. Let me give you some life advice with your boy Matt. Winners never have excuses. Losers always do. This is from D. Wolf, lifelong Penn State fan here. I've wanted Franklin gone for years. I don't want them to suck, but if that's what it takes to get more people to hate them, I'll take it. At least somebody's got some common sense. Penn State beating Ohio State would be the funniest thing ever. Kind of would, but, well, that's a win. You know what? That's the most win-win that I think about it situation for Matt B. Great. Yeah. I really can't lose that day. Oh my gosh, I just thought about it. Wow, that's going to be a great day for me regardless for whoever wins. If Ohio State wins, I get to hate on James Franklin and Penn State again. But if Ohio State loses, the Ryan Day fraud argument just gets even better. Wow, I can't wait for that game. As an Oregon fan blessed with Dan Lanning as a coach, you are. Penn State can't say that travel was the issue. Well, James Franklin did. Oregon traveled across the country almost. Yes, I mean, you're just saying what we've talked about up until this point. I appreciate the comment, but we just talked about it. I honestly can't believe he posted that either, especially after losing to UCLA. It's like begging to be clowned. Hashtag Matt B. Georgia Tech. What is this hashtag? I'm not even going to. What is that? That has nothing to do with this comment or whatnot, but anyways, I digress. I can't believe it either. Look at this one. Matt Ruby making an 11-minute video for one tweet. You dang right I am, because I can't believe he posted that. Yeah, I'm a Penn State fan, and it feels so embarrassing losing to UCLA. I do agree with What? I do agree with oh, he meant to say with what you said. I was about to say, what are you talking about? Well, what you said, okay, sorry. This sentence is so, with would you said, Matt, but I think he meant to say with what you said, Matt, okay, about James Franklin and Penn State. I will root. Hey, buddy! Look, with all due respect, stay in school. Or if you've graduated, you need to retake an English class. Look how you spell root. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Sorry, lucky for Ohio State and Indiana because I want you fine. I can't get over how he spelled root. Never a dull moment in this comment section. Bro spelled root like Route 66. I think I'll get the gist of things. I don't need to sit up here and read off 50 different comments from all the Penn State fans. They're not happy and they want them gone. But let me explain to you why this is a big problem, and it's something that you really don't see a lot in college football. We'll take Billy Napier, for example, who's been on the hot seat ever since he stepped foot onto that campus at Florida. Even though there's we'll say a good portion of the Florida fan base that hasn't bought in, we'll say 50%, he still has support from the other 50%. And the reason that has been the case at Florida is because every single year he has his annual "you can't fire me" game. He wins 1 to 2 games per year. He has no business winning. He always beats the top 10 team. And it doesn't matter if you go 5-7, 6-6, 6-5, or even 8-4. If you beat a top 10 team, that gives you so much momentum heading into the next season, and it makes the fans feel good because it shows them you can compete with the big boys. It proves to the student body, it proves to the alumni, the boosters, hey, if we play our A-plus game and if he can get comfortable here, get the right guys in this program, we can compete for a championship. Well, Penn State, it's the complete opposite. Penn State has no problem whatsoever beating up on the cupcakes, but when it comes to the top 10, I think James Franklin has won one of those games. He's like 1 in 20. It's some outrageous stat like that. Don't quote me. When it comes to top 10 opponents, awful. When it comes to Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, awful there too. And that's why it's demoralizing for the fan base, because the writing is on the wall. You know what's going to happen. You can make the playoff. You can make the Big Ten championship, but you know you're not going to win that game. At least for Florida, they can have some high spirits about them because Billy Napier, He beats top 15 teams like it's nothing every single year. Outside of winning big-time games, it's so rare to see the entire fan base turn the head coach. Before the UCLA game, there was a game last year. Was it Ohio State? I don't know. There was one game last year where the fans, as soon as the game was over, was saying, "Fire James Franklin." They were starting up a chant, and he even went back and forth with one of the students. The Fire James Franklin movement and the fan base not being sold on him 100% has been going on way before the UCLA game. Losing to the Bruins, it just poured more fuel into the fire. And I don't know if you can stop it. Everybody's talking about, well, what if they run the table, Matt? What if they upset Ohio State? Here's my rebuttal to that. Here's my question for you, Chad and Brad and Thad in the comments. Are we even sure they're going to beat Iowa at Iowa? Because I'm not. They should beat them, but heck, let's worry about the Iowa Hawkeyes before you start talking about upsetting number 1 Little Bro State. And let me know in the comment section if we got some Penn State fans. Are you waiting and holding off until the Ohio State game to completely write them off? I'm curious. Hypothetically speaking, if he can pull off that upset, maybe it'll make some fans happy, but still, I don't know if that'll be enough. Because here's the thing with that. Just because you beat Ohio State, it doesn't mean you're the national champion. You still got to fight to get into the playoff. You got to beat Indiana. You got to beat Nebraska. Those aren't easy opponents. Then you got to, if you made the Big Ten championship, you probably got to win that one. And then you got to run the table in the playoff. Let me ask you a question. Do you think James Franklin can win 5 to 6 consecutive games against top 15 or 20 opponents? I don't. He can't even win one. What makes you think he's going to run the table and win 4, 5, 6 of them? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. But
Picture, what happened to Penn State here? Is there no way in hell to show 5? Would that be an easy way? Yeah, no way the hell to show 4 here.